Okay, my name is Bev Carrick, and I'm the co-founder and executive director of Embrace International Foundation. And we're a charity that works both in Canada as well as overseas, primarily in Guatemala and Uganda, and just beginning to work in Sierra Leone. Our focus is to work with children who live with disabilities and primarily they're single moms. So that's the focus of our work around the world. Been using Grant Advance for the last, I'm trying to think, 7 or 8 months. Well, it's very difficult to find foundations to appeal to. I mean, the best way to fundraise is to actually know the people, so if you have personal relationships, then you're much more successful in getting grants from Canadian foundations, but you don't always have that opportunity of getting to know everyone. What Grant Advance is able to help us do is to give a list of all of the Canadian foundations and also a list of the people that you can particularly appeal to, like whether it's a secretary or director or chair, this kind of thing. So you know who to appeal to, and you also have a sense of how much to ask for. And that's also very difficult. You would have no way of knowing. Yes. Well, so far we've put out, we've submitted 33 inquiry letters, and out of the 33, we had 2 positive responses. One was for in Canada, which, for $7,500, and a second one was for overseas for $5,000. So today I am putting out another 100 proposals. It's a little like a fishing expedition, but if you know that you can get some positive responses, it's certainly worthwhile. It's not easy to find money these days, so yeah. Well, so far, the Canadian grant that we got is to install a sensory room in a school in Alberta. And so these are for children who have behavioral issues, mostly autism, and they have trouble regulating their emotions. And so if they're in a classroom and they're really overwhelmed, usually have sensory overload, they can start acting out, and it's difficult for them, and it's also difficult for both the teacher and all the children. So we've been able to construct a sensory room, or it's called a snozzling room, and the children go there for a very positive time out. It's a room that's sort of dark with stars and bubbles that appeals to all of the 5 senses. And for some reason that I don't totally understand, it just calms them right down, and they really enjoy the experience, and then they can go back to the classroom. So that's one of the things that we're doing. And the other one is basically for children in Uganda, and we're going to be able to get more wheelchairs for children who otherwise couldn't go to school. So big impact. No, just, I think it's a very worthwhile program. It takes a little patience, and, you have to realize you mail out quite a number of inquiries before you get something back. But the good news is even the one that we got for Uganda already said, if you report by such and such a date, and please, we're open to a second proposal. So that is the beauty of family foundations. If you report well and you inspire them by your work, it's something that could go on and on. So yes, we have so far raised $12,500, but if those same donors keep giving, it really amounts to quite a lot of good that we are able to accomplish.